Welcome back, fans. We got another great hour of wrestling action. This is Jonathan Stiles and Stephen Hensley. This week we come to you live from Smithers, West Virginia. Fans, we want to remind you, do not forget about the beatings for the season in Rand, West Virginia on December 11th. And we'll tell you what, Steve, we got a great double main event this morning. We got Derek Billings taking on Ricky Shane for the TV title.
That's right, and I can't wait to see Dynamite Derek Billings, TYFHO, take your freaking head off, Ricky Shane.
And I tell you, the other half of that main event, the lumberjack match for the heavyweight title, the Maestro taking on the yellowest man in Mountain State Wrestling, Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Jonathan Stiles, I didn't know you were colorblind as well as stupid. Fans, stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Commissioner Larry Light. If you'd like to see the great TV stars of NWA Mountain State Wrestling come to your town, give us a call at area code 304-673-2054 or check us out on the web at mountainstatewrestling.com.
Fans, now let's go to the back and get comments from both competitors in their upcoming match.
Bryan Kyle, you call yourself the legit hit. Today, son, you step in the ring with me, the one-man wrecking crew. I want you to bring every single ounce of energy you got. I want to see why they call you the legit hit. Stiff me as hard as you can because you ain't going to knock me out. Let me tell you something. For months, my reign of destruction here at NWA Mountain State has been blocked by one group of people. And tonight, Gift Garage, Bryan Kyle's going to be the first. And then one by one, I will knock every one of you down. I might not have no hard body, but I'm going to tell you this. Tonight, Bryan Kyle, you're the one that's going to be going to a hospital because Bulldozer crushes all.
You know what, Bulldozer? If there's a bigger moron in the state of West Virginia, I want to meet him. You know what, last week, you inserted yourself into a six-man tag, and you lost. This week, you want to go one-on-one with the legit hit? Bulldozer, not only am I going to pin you 1, 2, 3, but I'm going to take this ball bat. I'm going to bust your skull wide open and watch you bleed out. I'm going to walk to the locker room, take my gear off, go home, and not lose one wink of sleep. I'm a part of the most destructive team in the state of West Virginia, the Gift Garage. Tonight, Bulldozer, this morning, whenever, you're going to find out that when you get hit, it's going to be a legit hit.
Now let's go to the ring for our first match of the day.
And fans, the Bulldozer has been an absolute wrecking machine since hitting the scene here on Mountain State Wrestling. And when was it they made that ostentatious debut there, Jonathan Stiles?
Oh, that would be March Madness 2, the DVD that makes the perfect Christmas gift.
That's absolutely right. I've already got mine, but I ordered 25 more for my friends.
That's great.
And I had Cucumber and Company do me the great service for when I hand them out to my family to edit your voice out and put mine on there.
Oh. I tell you what, the match that he interrupted has to be one of the most historic matches on the DVD, the Iron Man match between Jason the Gift Kincaid and Chris King.
You see, opening moments of this contest, however, dominant or not, the Bulldozer has been Bryan Kyle, first man with an offensive maneuver. As quick as I say that, the Bulldozer with a reversal. And that man so strong. He can cause a lot of damage to that arm of Bryan Kyle. The most intelligent thing he can do is do a lot of damage to that arm.
Well, that arm has probably the most devastating lariat in Mountain State Wrestling right now.
The TYFHO. Take your freaking head off, son.
Collar elbow tie up now. A side headlock by the Bulldozer as he wrenches it in and tries to slow down Bryan Kyle and take the advantage of this matchup this morning.
And that's got to feel like having your head in a set of vice grips and somebody just turning that dial over and over slowly and methodically trying to crush your skull. And Bryan Kyle strong enough to push the Bulldozer off the ropes, but the Bulldozer stern enough to not feel the effects of that attempted shoulder block. And yet see the two titans of our industry trading those shots to the skull, and the Bulldozer coming out
in on the main event today, you will not be able to do this because here's the main event, Steve. Lumberjack match with a heavyweight title between Jason Kincaid and the Maestro.
Is the gift garage going to be out here?
It's a lumberjack match.
And they'll be able to do whatever they want.
Oh!
Bryan Kyle back in the ring after receiving advice from his cohorts. The advice works to his advantage. They said go low, kick to the gut. But now they're trading shots again. But the Bulldozer coming out on the worst end of that exchange. No!
Wow! Bulldozer just with some big forearms dominating Bryan Kyle whipping off the ropes. Putting that size 15 straight in his face.
I'm suspect those shoes are still toed.
What?
That really is like getting hit with a steel girder.
Oh. Would you say that the Bulldozer would cheat? I would be shocked.
Absolutely. What, you're going to tell me the Bulldozer's not the kind of guy that's going to do whatever it takes to get ahead? The kind of guy that would injure an announcer, keep himself over?
There are times when I would have agreed with that statement, but I believe Bulldozer has turned over a new leaf. And I tell
I
you
believe
what,
you're as crazy as your wife was for marrying you.
No.
But Bryan Kyle, not insane, knows how to stay on top of the big man. And you see Bryan Kyle just reaching away on the Bulldozer, and the Bulldozer just reaching his arms out there, reaching for phantom ropes that are out of reach for the moment.
the Bulldozer are going to have to try to do something, move forward just a little bit. I have to question the strategy of the Bulldozer, why he's not trying to reach back and just pull out of this maneuver by attacking Bryan Kyle. There we go. That's probably the most sound strategy, is to get the momentum of the fans behind you. And fights your way back up, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, he does.
Bryan Kyle pushes him off the ropes, attempts a TYFHO Bulldozer down!
Another hit boot.
Bryan Kyle falls victim to that massive boot of the Bulldozer, and Jason the Gift telling the referee that he needs to remember to stretch before the match, or he's going to throw that arm out of socket. You see there he's trying to pendulum him aside.
He got
The referee's
come on,
in,
Gift!
and the referee
Come on!
acting like a fool. It's telling Jason Kincaid he needs to get away from
Come on,
ringside.
Gregg!
He's telling Dynamite to get away from ringside. This is a travesty.
Go home to your mommy, man.
Most gifted mother ever.
What?
What? She's the most gifted mother ever. I haven't met her. She's a terrific woman.
Well, there are some statements that are accurate by you, Steve, and that is one of them.
We see Bryan
And now
Kyle
we're going to finally get an even matchup here.
finally get an even matchup. But you got to remember, as dominant as the Bulldozer is, Bryan Kyle is more gifted than he will ever be. Oh, you see that great kick right to the chin? Right to the chin of the Bulldozer, and for anybody, I don't care how dominant you are, you've got a glass jaw somewhere waiting to be punched. If there's somebody that can find that glass jaw on an unstoppable wrecking machine like the Bulldozer, it's a wrestler as gifted as the legit hit, Bryan Kyle.
Well, the aggressiveness of Bryan Kyle is only insurmountable by his willingness to use any means necessary to gain that victory.
With all due respect, if Bryan Kyle has access to a sledgehammer, I wouldn't blame him for using it. I mean, he can make use of effective maneuvers like a TYFHO clothesline from the heavens there. But I mean, however you can beat a man like the Bulldozer, you've got to do it, because this business is about winning.
Well, I tell you what, he just definitely applied a sound strategy here this morning. He's kept the Bulldozer off of his feet and kept the big man down, which is probably the best way to dominate this match.
Nice rear headlock applied here by Bryan Kyle, cutting off the oxygen to the big man, slowing him down. And a guy as big as the Bulldozer is, he's got a lot of weight to move around that ring. If you cut off the oxygen supply to those muscles in his body, it's going to be even harder for a guy that big to move around the ring. He's going to become his own worst enemy, a great big weight waiting to get his head taken right off.
Fans trying to get Bulldozer motivated, Tony Robbins style, baby.
And never has the phrase a battering ram-like shot been more appropriate. That man is a human battering ram of destruction.
Oh, no one home. Big mistake to legit hit. And down.
Oh my God! Massive back body splash there. Puts him belly to belly. Almost drives him through the ring to the floor of the arena.
I think that ring shook 3 feet when the Bulldozer flipped him over for that belly-to-belly.
Thankfully, I know it barely happened, but the most kicked-out kick-out ever. Bryan Carl is still in this one, though, despite that terrific maneuver. Oh, nice Enzuigiri-style kick to the head of the Bulldozer, and the Bulldozer still on the canvas. Bryan Carl making his way over to the corner.
What is this?
Hey, I said any means necessary that can get over the Bulldozer. He should definitely take advantage of it. And he's got that baseball bat. I wouldn't blame him at all if he take the Bulldozer's head right off with that ball bat.
Don't you even think about it, Bubba.
The referee's sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. That kick.
Oh, right in the groin.
Oh, no.
Get the ice packs ready.
And the Bulldozer endangering the future of the most gifted children ever.
Oh.
That is inappropriate.
I tell you what.
The children of Bryan Carl could grow up to be the president and the vice president of these United States. Or maybe the world. They're going to be that gifted, and the Bulldozer no regard for it. And Bryan Carl saying, I don't care about your count, ref. I will take all the time I need. The future of my children is more important than your stupid little 10 count. And the Bulldozer's stupid little victory. He can't get victory more than me. 1, 2, 3.
You know, Bulldozer may be wearing the yellow, but it's Bryan Carl who has the yellow streak and the cowardness to run away like a chicken. Now, fans, let's get some words from the maestro to learn where you can get that perfect Christmas gift, March Madness 2.
Wrestling fans, ooh la la! The maestro of wrestling, the Stro, is here to tell you good people about the greatest DVD coming out of all time. NWA Mountain State Wrestling proudly presents March Madness number 2. With all the great matches going on the line, street fights, last man standing, tables and ladders and chairs. Oh my! It's all going down. Check us out. March Madness 2. Available at MountainStateWrestling.com and MSW Shop Zone, baby. Check it out. www.MountainStateWrestling.com. Ooh la la.
Now let's go to the back to hear from the Urban Death Squad, followed up by Diablo Jr. and Matt Conard.
I hate you.
Johnny Blast, Spider Crawley, UDS. I see you always seems to find tag team partners. But just like everybody's going to find out before, when we tagged, I carried the team. And it don't matter who it is, even this guy. Today you're going to find out, and we're going to win.
On this edition of Mountain State Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, the Urban Death Squad. Everybody talks about how bad they are, but we've lived it already for 10 years. When they think of bad and they say bad, they mean us. They don't mean anybody else. And tonight, our partner is the Bulldozer. Buddy, I don't know if I trust you or not, because the last time I had anything to do with you, you left me laying. But we're going to see, and you better be tried and tested, because you're in there with us, and we're in there with the Gifterage.
And we don't just beat people up, we beat them down.